Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. In this video we're going to talk about some live long shots for the Kentucky Derby, and I'm joined by my colleague Mike Schutte.
Good to be here, Jared.
It's been a while since we've done a video together.
It has. Derby brings us all together.
It definitely does. What do you think about some of the live long shots that you think have a good shot in the Derby this year?
Well, after the field had drawn post positions yesterday, and we had new last-minute entries with Giant Finish, it became a very interesting field when you look at some of the 30-to-1 plus shots. And you know, just about every year, at least one of those 31 shots cracks the superfecta. So it's always important to maybe scan that field, find your one or two that are that sneaky horse that maybe not everybody's on, but certainly could kick off a huge payoff. So for me, if I looked at that list up and down, I heard that Malice is coming into this race super well. The addition of blinkers outworked really his workmate over Analyze, in my opinion. And I believe that we might get as high as 30-to-1 on that horse. Kind of a very under-the-radar type out of the Pletcher barn.
And it could be a wet track. We're looking at a chance of that. And he's run one time on a wet track at Gulfstream Park in January, and he finished second. So we know that he can handle that wet track, and he could be an interesting player underneath. I'm going to look at Oxbow. He's got post 2. He's going to go probably right to the front under Gary Stevens. Both career wins, he went wire to wire. Yep. Last time he broke slow. He never really made a serious threat in the Arkansas race. He ended up finishing, splitting the field, I think.
Exactly.
And that wasn't his best effort. His best efforts are when he can get up onto the pace, and I think Stevens from that inner draw, he has no choice. He has to go.
Must go.
And he's bred to handle a wet track, and if he gets out there, he could be dangerous.
Makes it tough for Black Onyx, speaking of that post draw, because you know Oxbow's going to immediately cut to the left there, and Black Onyx, they'll have no opportunity to go out. They'll have to take him back, obviously.
That's a shame because I like him as a live player underneath. Yes. I wish he drew an outer post because in the Spiral Stakes he had that good outside stalking trip. That's what they wanted. Probably the worst of the draw he got. But maybe for fourth you could still just throw him in because he's going to be 50-to-1. And he's training well. The clocker at Daily Racing Form said he watched him at Gulfstream, and now he's watched him at Churchill, and he's a much improved horse. His numbers are going the right way. He's got that right tactical speed, but he has a poor post.
Yep, indeed. And I think there's another one that I'm getting kinder toward, and that's Golden Soul. The reason I like this horse, clearly when you looked at his last couple of races, he's been beaten by many others in this field, but the way this Derby's setting up, you're going to have certainly 3 or 4 up front, but you're going to have a big pack in the middle, and they're all going to be moving together, moderate pace. I think the Super Screener's projecting around 46-3 and 111, but nonetheless, they're going that 1.25 miles. So, you know, there's typically so many horses that all they've got to do is just run their race, pass tired horses in the end, and clunk up for that 4th place slot. And Golden Soul looks like the very typical type of 4th place clunk up Derby horse.
It's perfect, and you mentioned the pace. That was the exact pace in the Louisiana Derby. It was like 46-111. He rallied from the back of the pack to finish 4th. He's got extra distance to go this time, so maybe he's going to have obviously more horses to pass, but there's no reason why he can't finish at least 4th. And that race looks a little bit stronger because the show finisher Departing came back and won the Illinois Derby. And I like Revolutionary coming out of that race, so I think that Golden Soul is live to hit the board.
I think that's a great race to key on in terms of long shots, including Malice, because you very well pointed out that Departing came back the Illinois Derby, and we actually took Departing through the Super Screener criteria as if he was in the field, and actually he ranked in the top 7, so it's telling you that this field is coming back very strong, and certainly Malice and Revolutionary are in our top 7.
Oh, definitely, and I think that the Louisiana Derby, a lot of times people knock that, they say that that's not a good pass of the Derby, but every year is different, and it looks like that race was live this year.
Any horses, Jared, that maybe go off at 15-to-1 or less, that get some draw from the crowd that you're a little bit of a stand against, at least in the win spot?
I think, well, Milo could be one just because the Rosie factor. You know, a lot of people are going to bet Milo because Rosie Nepravda is going to get aboard. Tom Amos even said that he thinks that the horse should be 30-to-1, but he's going to be probably less than 15-to-1 because Rosie is riding.
Absolutely, no value in that horse for sure. And for me, I think it's either Verrazano or It's My Lucky Day. I think obviously both of those are likely to go off at, well, certainly It's My Lucky Day will go off at 12-to-1 or less. And then Verrazano certainly competing maybe for favoritism when it's all said and done. But they just, to me, don't look like Derby horses. Excellent horses at that 1.125 distance, 1.16. But we're going 1.25 different pace, 20 horses in the field. It's a whole different situation than what they faced in doing their great work in the preps.
And especially Verrazano, I think he could be vulnerable here. He's unraced 2-year-old. He's done a lot in a short time And that's why those unraced 2-year-olds, it's just so tough. They have to play catch up, they have to run a lot of races in a short stretch. And it looks like his improvement pattern is finished. He was dynamic,
Yeah.
and the more furlongs they're adding, the less dynamic he's getting, and now he's got to go further than ever.
Exactly.
So that'll wrap up this video. I'm sure we'll be back doing more all day long.